Notice how being obsessed with being right is like a child gripping a toy too tightly. The harder they squeeze, the more it breaks in their hand. That's ego. Karma steps in like gravity. When you fight reality, reality drags you down. Humility, that's the art of letting go. Flexibility. The bamboo bends in a storm, while the oak tree rigid snaps. Life's storms don't punish you. They reveal your posture. The ego stiffens, breaks, suffers. Humility flows, adapts, survives. And here's the kicker. Science already agrees. Stress physiology shows the rigidity of thought, perfectionism, obsession with being right, literally spikes cortisol, shrinks the hippocampus, and ages your cells. Humility, openness, neuroplasticity, that triggers growth, rewiring resilience, karma in lab coats. Now think of your own life. How do you already do this? When you bite your tongue instead of arguing with a child, you adapt. That's humility. How can you do this in new ways? By listening in meetings. Not to be right, but to be curious. By asking, what if they're right too? That rewires power into respect. Why is this important? Because every time you flex, you grow. Every time you cling, you rot. Karma isn't mystical punishment. It's consequence. If you hammer every interaction where you need to be right, people pull away. Opportunities close. Respect vanishes. That's suffering. If you show humility, curiosity, willingness to flex, doors open. Alliances form. Life starts conspiring with you. That's reward. A monk and a warrior cross a river. The monk carries a scorpion on his shoulder, and it stings him again and again. The warrior shouts, "Why the hell don't you flick it off?" The monk replies, "It's the scorpion's nature to sting. It's my nature to carry." Now which one are you? The scorpion, the warrior, or the monk who flows with life? If you're obsessed with being right, you are the warrior, always shouting, always fighting nature. Karma beats your ass until you learn to carry with grace. This isn't just about ego. It's about survival of species. Rigid ecosystems collapse. Adaptive ones thrive. Evolution is humility, written in DNA. Mutate, flex, evolve or die. The moment you insist on being right in a single argument, you choke the air from the conversation. You lose data. You shrink the map of reality. Every win is actually a loss of perspective. And here's the reframe. What if being wrong is actually a superpower? Every wrong assumption corrected becomes a level up. Being wrong is tuition. The ego calls it failure, but humility cashes in on its wisdom. Now let this drop deeper. Imagine believing this fully. How would your life change? You'd argue less, laugh more, grow faster, connect deeper. You'd radiate respect, and karma would stop slapping you in the face. Imagine not believing this. What happens? Endless fights, broken relationships, stress, burnout, regret. Cause and effect. Karma isn't cosmic bookkeeping. It's just Newton's third law with a moral echo. And let me be blunt. Stop being a stubborn dumbass when life is clearly showing you you're wrong. That's not strength, that's weakness. Cosplaying is pride. Real strength is humility in motion. The willingness to kneel so you can stand taller later. So here's the new belief being installed. Humility is power, Ego is suffering. Flexibility multiplies opportunity. Rigidity strangles it. Being wrong is tuition, not failure. Karma rewards humility with growth, respect, and freedom. So take a breath in, breathe it in, let your unconscious lock it down. Because every time you feel that urge to be right, you'll remember, this is the ego's trap. And you'll choose differently, smile, flex, adapt. And life, like a river, will carry you forward instead of drowning you. Being obsessed with being right is ego. And ego is a prison. Humility is the master key. Karma punishes ego with suffering, but rewards humility with freedom, respect, and opportunity. Science, philosophy, and spirit all agree. Now the question is simple. Do you want to keep snapping like the oak, or start bending like bamboo?